Hey everybody, Stippling Vaughn, and today is, I'm happy with today. Earlier this week, Von Klaus announced the winners for his TIT contest. That's Tear in the Trenches contest, and I am one of the runner-ups. And of course, you know, I'm doing all my work in my local dive bar. Well, there's Vanessa. Well, there's Vanessa. She's the one that keeps me supplied with cherry coke while I'm working. And congratulations to the other winners who were also winners. There was Skunk Artworks, and I will tell you, he did a killer page. If I was to lose to anybody, I knew I'd lose to him. He just did an absolutely beautiful black and white piece. He was also the other winner-up. The winner was Ghostbot, Roque Ballesteros. I know I'm getting it wrong. I'm going to be including them in when I post this on Twitter. So if you then afterwards, watching this video, if you want to go onto Twitter and look them up, you can see their pieces too. I learned a lot from the winner, and I can see why he won. He did computer coloring, and he really pumped it up with his computer coloring. And it really, I was looking at it going, yep, that's what I need to be doing. I need to be, when I get into doing coloring, I need to be doing it with computer artwork. Or not computer artwork, but like the computers, because he really pumped up those colors and really put it over the top. So congratulations to everyone who won. And I was really surprised. I put a lot into it. There's actually a series of videos on my YouTube channel, so if you go and take a look, you can tell by the thumbnails which videos are the ones when I was working on Tear in the Trenches. Had a lot of fun with it. Put a lot of work into just the layout. I did probably about like 8 to 9 layouts to figure out, just to get the layout right, because I wasn't going to include Black Terror. I wanted to do just Von Klaus's characters, and I did. When I was doing my layouts, all I was really doing was just doing shapes. Okay, so when you look at the piece initially, when you just look at it, all I really did was just figure out shapes, and the whole point of it was to give Lady Satan a pinned down look, like she's in a corner. She's cornered and she's fighting for her life. So that's the reason why I had it set up the way I did, was to give that look and feel to it. Like I said, I put a lot into that layout. I had one where I did actually had one layout which I'm glad I didn't go with. It was actually going to be a paneled page. First panel was going to be Black Terror popping his vials to inhale his tear gas. The second panel was going to be a close-up of him inhaling his tear gas. And then the last panel was going to be a bunch of the Nazi zombieized soldiers and the chainsaw Frankenstein zombie in the foreground, and Black Terror coming out of the blackness, out of the darkness with his knife swords, and he was just going to go to town on them. But it was the anticipation just before he lays into them, where he's coming out of the darkness. And I looked at that one, But panel-wise, while I liked the idea of it, it just didn't do it. And so I went with the layout that I did, and I'm glad I did. I last time I took part in an art contest where a lot of the pieces were critiqued in the reveal of who the winner was John Malin's GodLike. I didn't do well at all with that one. There was mistakes that I made primarily. It wasn't until I was basically done with it that I realized the instructions was you had to put the character in the godlike costume. When he was telling people, like on his streams and whatnot, like, hey, just have a Conan the Barbarian type of page. Well, I put him in like a Conan the Barbarian / He-Man style, like loincloth and all, and with the gauntlets and furry boots. So I didn't follow the directions, and I paid for it. Get some okay compliments on it. Also, the page was much lighter because I had the character in a snowstorm, and so unless you're actually looking at the page in person, the stippling and the strength of the stippling didn't come out. So I learned. So when I did this one, there's two things. A, instead of working on something else when I was doing my videos, because there was no stipulation, we couldn't show the progress. I was showing the videos. I was showing videos weekly as I was working on it. And then also, the other thing was, I really pumped it up with the darks. Did the piece a lot like this piece is, where you can really see all the different darks, but then you get to see the gradations to let the strength of the dots show through, where I hadn't done that when I did the godlike piece. So I really did learn a lot. Sorry about this, folks. So I really did learn a lot from that piece to this piece, or not this specific piece, but the tick contest piece, and it showed through, and the results came through. So now it brings up a good point. If any independent creator is watching this, this page is almost done. Once this page is done, I'm going to be working on more of my Scat Investigator pages. Oh, by the way, this video, its sponsor is Scat Investigators, the ash can. It's available for anybody who wants to buy it. All you gotta do is contact me, and I'll send it to you. It's $5 for the book, and it is $5 for shipping. Anybody who's been who ships stuff out, you know that the cost of shipping has been going up. I'm absorbing the cost of shipping into the cost of the book. So I'm really not making much money off of these ash cans at all. The point of the ash can is to get you guys the book so you can see the pages done in stippling format. But as I move forward, I'm reaching the point in the book where I don't want to give anything more away. So because I don't want to give anything more away, when I do these short 15-minute videos in the morning or during the day when I do this, I'm not going to be doing Scat Investigator pages anymore. I'm going to be randomly drawing up and doing characters from independent publishers. So if there's any independent publisher who is watching this video, and if you want me to see me do your character, please reach out to me and let me know. If you do, please include in it an image of what your character looks like, and a good image, so that way I can see like what their clothing looks like, what their costuming looks like. Don't give me if you guys show me if the arms, if his costume has the right side is a robotic arm and the left arm's a human arm. I need an image showing both that, so that way I can see that. Same thing goes if you're showing an image of a robotic hand, but the image that you're sending me is showing the palm of the hand. I don't know what the back of the robotic hand looks like. So keep those things in mind if you send me an image. And like I said, I'm going to be doing those on my own, just to entertain you guys. So that way I don't give away anything. So when I do have my book available to start crowdfunding, you're not going to have the ending given away by any of these pages that I'm working on when I do these videos. So, also remember, please like and subscribe. Feel free to comment too. I want to hear what you guys have to say. And communication and a good critique, not a bashing someone, but a good critique pointing out where I can do better is always helpful. And that's the thing that a lot of times I hear talking about in a lot of YouTube channels right now is one of the hardest things is to do a good critique. It's getting harder and harder to do a good critique, to provide a person with a good critique, and for them not to take it wrong. It's almost like these days, before you say something negative about somebody's work, you almost have to put in a disclaimer. Like, I really like what you're doing, although I have to say, in this section here, I would think that it's how you present the information. So if you present the information in a respectful manner, you can provide a very good critique. And I do want to critique. I mean, this is the one thing that I do miss about now versus when I was in school is it was very easy when you're working on something to like say something to someone in class, hey, what do you think about this? And get some opinions real quick before you go diving in and diving down a rabbit hole of bad results. It's also the reason why in-class critiques with everybody else's work out there to see, you can see how someone else in the class may have done a better job than you, and you can learn from it, even though the images are different. But in some ways, the purpose of meeting the goals of the assignment are similar. So, but yeah, I do want to hear from you guys. And again, congratulations to Skunk Artworks and Ghostbot. Like I said, I'm going to include them in when I post these on Twitter. They'll be included. I'm also going to try to if there is a link for them, I hope that they will add their link to their channels, so that way you can check out them and what they're doing. They're both doing great stuff, and I learned from both of them, and I hope that I can do better in the future. So, folks, remember, life is stressful, and that's why, like me, I just take it one dot at a time.